Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Michael Trenner again with you with Ecom Mentor Monthly, and we are continuing our series on celebrity e-commerce websites. So, what we do in these series is that we kind of dive in. We take you to some of the top celebrities, most famous celebrities in the world, musicians, actors, whatever it may be, and we kind of go through their e-com sites where they're selling products, and we are able to critique and see, even to show you, even the celebrities with all the money in the world are doing things, are not doing things that can help them convert and make more sales. So a lot of times you'll run into these sites where these celebrities are so big that they really just want to have something up, and they're not, this is not their thing, right? They're not e-com sellers. They're not into conversions and conversion tactics and Facebook pixels, and they're just relying on people to do it for them. And in some cases, a lot of times they'll donate money, or it's just somewhere to sell products. But it's also, it could be a huge opportunity, since with celebrity power, they don't have to advertise as much. People are finding themselves on their sites on their own, and so they can actually convert using their name and their brand. So I want to talk today about Ellen DeGeneres. Everyone loves Ellen, right? I love Ellen. She's awesome, and so she's one of the most famous people in all of the world. She does a lot of awesome social media stuff, so I don't have to tell you about Ellen. I'm sure most of you that are watching this video know who Ellen DeGeneres is. Okay, so we are going to her shop. It's called ellenshop.com. And one thing, let's just kind of get right into this. And one thing I like that I'm seeing right away that I have not seen on our former videos yet is that they're actually using Ellen's likeness and her face and her brand and her celebrity to sell. So so people in some of these cases, so many people, Ellen is so well beloved that people are gonna go to her site and they're gonna buy things because they really love Ellen, right? And they see her every single day on television, so she's always top of mind. But there's certain things on this site that she could be doing so much better to even help conversions even more. So again, we want you to kind of look at these sites, take some of the things that we're talking about even on celebrity sites, and then implement these conversion strategies into your store so you can have better sales, more conversions, higher AOV, and all the good stuff that we do, that we train on Ecom Mentor Monthly. So let's just kind of dive in, and we're just going to click around a little bit. I'm going to point out some things as I'm just clicking around of what I think they could be doing better, and some of these things that you could be doing on your e-com store. So like I said, as far as celebrity, we do manage some celebrity e-com stores, and the biggest thing that we notice a lot of times when we're contacted and we have a contract with celebrity is they don't have their likeness on the site. So having Ellen right as the first thing you see is just great. It builds trust. It lets the user know, okay, this is a legit site. This is not just some knockoff site that I'm on, and they found it. So Ellen's on here, and she's this is like one of her caricature things that she has on her show and all her Ellen Tube and all that. So you can tell right away just by looking at it that it is good to go. So on the homepage, what we talk about a lot is a homepage is not a place to sell products. A homepage is a place to inform your users, inform your customers of what your brand is. And you want to do this within a few seconds. You want them to be able to scroll through and kind of get a snapshot of who you are, what products you offer, and give them information and build trust. So with Ellen, I do like that she has, like, she's right on here on the side. So this top here, women, underwear, Be Kind collection, pop, and then accessories. Okay, so I think that's actually pretty well done. It's a little busy for me, but different categories of women and underwear. I don't know if she has a men, like she has a men's section up here. Maybe I would put women, men, and just so to make it make sense a little bit more. And then just like on everyone's site now, we just got done with Black Friday, it's Cyber Monday, and we're moving into the holidays. So a lot of times these sites are really jazzed up for the holidays, which you should be doing. You want to make sure that you let people know that you're going to be having holiday specials and Christmas specials and all that. So sometimes when we're doing these little critiques at this time of year, how their site may not look like this after the first of the year, but it's also the most important time of year to sell. So it's good that we're kind of doing this now. So again, I like that you have her face everywhere. Everything's big and nice and bright. She has a little sweepstakes you can enter. So if you click that, again, if this is something that she's wanting to promote, I think she's got it in the right section there on her homepage. And again, if there's certain things, a message that you're trying to get across, you want that on your homepage, not necessarily on the just to give information. So if you have it on the homepage, you don't want to just have a bunch of products that you can, a whole list of products. Sometimes you'll scroll down and down because you're seeing all these products, and that's not where you want them to see products. You want them to get to the certain category or maybe product collection that they may be looking for. Okay, so as you continue to scroll down, I like that you have new arrivals up top. So that's very important. A lot of your themes may have a collection built of new arrivals. It's very important to have those at the top. I've seen a lot of stores where they have them way down here at the bottom by the footer, and by the time you want to have this is what we call above the fold. So the biggest information that you want people to see needs to be above the fold. So basically above the fold of your website. Okay, so you want people to see something, a message, without really scrolling too far. So she's got her new arrivals, which I'm sure this would probably be moved up after Christmas, but this is a great thing that she's doing here, having the new arrivals. And she, like, you can see that they really realize, okay, we got to make sure that we're using her likeness, because even on these little these photos here and these images, she's got her little face up here, and these are new, and that's a great thing to do. Okay, so I'm guessing that these dots here are showing maybe a color, so I'm not really sure. So that's a little bit confusing to me. And so I'm not sure what it does if it just brings you to the product page. So again, that's a little bit distracting for me. And as far as a user goes, I'm thinking to myself, okay, what is this? Just the color they offer? What are these? So a couple things. So I've been seeing a lot of these quick views, and this is probably an app or a plugin, depending on what platform you're using. And I'm not a big fan of the quick views. I understand the concept of it. It's just to give a quick shot of the product image a little bit bigger, and then you can add it to cart. But to me, if you should be able to sell this on your offer page or your product page without having to do a quick view. This is just one extra click, so you can see there's really nothing here to optimize me for conversions. There's a small little description here. There's a simple add to cart. I don't really know too much about this product. I only have one image of it. And it's just, it's a nice looking photo, but I only have one image. I don't see what the whole cup looks like. So I am a huge fan of even little videos on your page, product, and we'll get to this on the offer page, short little 15-second videos of somebody actually holding the cup, turning the cup around, or even if you have it, when you're staging it to where you can take a video of it actually turning around. That does so much for conversions, because people can't see and feel on e-commerce when they're buying. They need to get as much informed and as much visual as they can. And so I'm not a big fan of the quick view. I think it's just one extra click. If I want to see what this looks like, I want this to sell itself on its own offer page. So let's just take a look at this one real quickly, and we'll kind of dive in and see what we got going on here. Okay, so one thing I noticed right off the bat, again, a nice big, that's a clean looking photo. It's a very nice product photo. I really like how they did it, and you can see the design very easily, and it's nice and big. But there's one thing that's missing here is other photos. I want somebody holding the cup. Even if it's not Ellen, it's just somebody, maybe drinking from the mug. And we talked about, places that you can get. Placeit.net is a great place you can get lifestyle images. So, and not only just lifestyle images, maybe have another 3 or 4 images of just this photo in different angles, showing from the top, really showing the size of the photo. Because right now, next to this, the next thing we're going to talk about is there's a lack of photos here, but also there's a lack of description. So I don't know what this is, what color this is. It's just a metallic, I guess, but I don't know what the size of the mug is. I don't know. Is it microwavable? Is it dishwasher safe? Like, I don't have any information here, and like they're asking me to simply just add to a cart. Are there different options, different colors? It doesn't look like it, so it's going to be much harder for me to add to this cart unless I have more information. Remember, all of this is supposed to be above the fold of your screen, and right now I'm viewing on desktop, and I always suggest you to find mobile apps where you can see your site with a mobile app. Make sure it's optimized for training purposes. I kind of tend to usually leave these in desktop view, and so you can see it nice and big. But again, as I scroll down, there's still all this dead space under here. Now, what I would have here is, and I've not been seeing on a lot of sites, is badges under here letting them know, even if it's just text, that this is 100% guaranteed product that we, something about, returns, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Having that right below the add to cart button is only going to build trust and allow you to increase your conversions, because you're telling your customer that, hey, add this to cart, don't worry, this is a guaranteed product. We're going to, if something happens, we're going to take care of you. Okay, so they have a lot of opportunity here to put some more information. A description would be nice. Some, maybe a couple of reviews, so they have all this dead space. And so to me, they're losing out on a lot of opportunity, a lot of real estate here on their website that it just kind of left open, and it just looks bland. So as you scroll down, you get to see, okay, well, here's a description, but again, I'm all the way down. I don't even see the image anymore. You want to make sure you kind of have that image in front and center. So even as you scroll down, maybe I would use some of the space where the image pops up. Okay, so making sure that you have that image constantly in the view of your customer while they're scrolling through the page. So you don't want them to read the description and still not be able to see exactly what the mug. And it's just a psychological thing. You want that in your mind. You want that at top of their mind, so it's easier for them to add to the cart. So again, this description, add some spark to your morning, metallic blue with a white Ellen Show logo and matching interior, makes this a great mug. Okay, and real little, they have 16 ounce. Okay, so again, they can do more with their descriptions to give me more information as a potential customer that I would like this cup. So again, is it dishwasher safe? Is it microwavable? A lot of that stuff. Where is it made? If these are made in the USA, you would want to make sure that you're telling people that they are. Okay, so that's a big selling point for a lot of people, is that the products are supported and made and shipped in the USA. So again, size chart on this doesn't make any sense. If there's only one size, I wouldn't even have this. And as we go through here, you'll see that this is on just about every offer page. So I would change that. I would put in, I would have your sizing. If it's a sweater or a product that has different sizes, I would have that up here and not have to scroll down to see the size chart. So there, nothing even pops up. So that's just a wasted click for the customer. And then the reviews, which is great. I like how they have the reviews up here. We've been teaching now to also include a review as part of your title of your product. So just showing people right away their reviews, and sometimes that's a coding thing or an app or a plugin that you can buy, but that's definitely something that you want to start doing with your product pages. Start off with a review, okay? Right either below or above the product title, so people build trust right away. So again, the reviews come down here based on 16. It shows up, and these are all going to be great reviews because really you can see that they're talking really about her, and she makes her smile. So these reviews don't really even, except for this one, love the mugs. I have 3 different ones. That's a great one. This would be something that I would have up here around your product page. Okay, so a lot of these reviews, again, this is a different, Ellen makes people happy, so they're not even really talking about the cup most of the time, but that's great. So again, the reviews, and that's all it is down here until you get down, way down here at the bottom, is you also may like stuff like this. So this is obviously just the way they have it coded, and it's just pulling up images, and I personally, similar products would probably be other drinkware. So if someone's on a drinkware page, maybe they're looking for a coffee mug, I would give them another option, not just other hats and sweaters and things like that. And as you go down to the footer, I like the footer. I got a lot of their information down here. It looks good. It's clean. Their social buttons. So that's good. So again, I would change that. And it looks like you can, as you go through reviews, this is where you see more and more reviews. And it just kind of brings you to the top of the page. Again, having the reviews up here, it looks like an anchor link. It just brings you down to the page. Again, it brings you out of view of your product image. So there's a lot we can fix here. There's a lot that she can do to make this a better offer page. Let's look at some more new arrivals and just see. Let's look at some apparel. Let's look at this sweater here. So right off the bat, okay, so kind of the same thing. She does have the prices here. Again, looks like she's out of these. This time of year, you're going to see that on a lot of stores that, whether she's keeping inventory or what, they're just out of these for right now. That's okay. But at least they have the size chart link here. But one thing that I've noticed is it pulls up, it's really small, right? I have to come up here to maybe get in, and it doesn't work. So I have to strain, and even on a desktop, just think of how this would look on a mobile view, okay? Make sure your size chart your image is big and clear and people can read it, especially if you're selling apparel. It's really important because people are afraid to buy the wrong size. They don't want to have to go through the hassle of returning it. They don't have to go through the hassle of just sending it back and going through the whole, that's a pain in the butt for people. So it's really hard to see, and it may just cause me to say I like it. Can I even zoom in on my computer? Maybe if I hit that. Sure, but again, I'm taking actions and clicks and things that are taking away from your ultimate goal is converting this person, get this person into their cart. Okay, so that is one thing that I've noticed is that and I see this on a lot of stores too. Make sure your size chart image is big and beautiful and clear and very descriptive. You want to make sure you have as much information, especially if you're selling to women, because women have to know a lot more about the size of their apparel and their measurements. So you want to make sure that you make them feel comfortable. Okay, so for guys it's like, is it medium, extra large, double X? Women have other things to measure, so you want to make sure that if you're selling products for women, that the descriptions and the size chart especially is very, very good. So again, there's only one color, so I don't know why they have a select a color. It's just another wasted click on the customer's part if there's only blue. And then this is make a selection. So I guess they're telling me to make a selection up here. Then it turns to add to cart. I like having it always as add to cart. I think nowadays most people know from shopping on Amazon and Shopify that you have to make a selection of a size. If you're that worried about it, I would code in some type of text, be sure to select your size and then click the add to cart. Okay, so once you select it, you can add to cart. And again, there's one image, here's two images of this. Okay, so this to me is great. I mean, at least it's one lifestyle mock-up image, but I would just be focusing on just I don't really care about this sweater. I may be interested in it, but possibly since if I took the time to click on to this particular one, I'm really focused on this one, and I would just focus more on having more images of lifestyle images. This is great, but I would have 4 or 5 more of these of just this. Now, if you want to include one with a few different sweaters in there, that's fine. But the first 3 or 4 or 5 images should be of just this. And again, I am having to scroll down to see these images. There's all this wasted space in here. I like having the images right up here on the left-hand sidebar, so where you can click down. So as you click images this way, you don't have to worry about scrolling down and losing the image. So once I click up here, I have to scroll all the way back up. So this is wasted time. And believe me, guys, this matters when people are when you're trying to convert. These are conversion strategies that we teach, and these do matter. These are very, very important. Okay, so just little things like that. Again, we've kind of here's the size chart button, reviews, description. I could definitely work on our descriptions. You want to make sure, and really there's no trust over here. I don't know like what your refund policy is. I don't know what your guaranteed checkout. You need to have those icons and those badges because people need that. If you watch your recordings of users on your site, you're gonna see if they're gonna be clicking on your refund and contact us links very often. Okay, it's very, very important to people. And so in order to find out, I don't even know what else, like what happens if it's a wrong size or if I don't get it. So I have to scroll all the way down to the footer to find that. And again, it's taking me off the page. You want to give that short little message that you're going to take care of your customers. So on this one, undergarments cannot be returned, which I understand. And then this is how to send in your return to exchange. So it seems like a lot, but again, just having those few little phrases and badges just to say that it's 100% can return no matter what, maybe except undergarments or whatever, but that will maybe save them from having to scroll down, click away, and then get off your page. Okay, so I do like that it opens in another tab, so that's good. So at least your product page is on here. Okay, so that is the offer page. There's a lot more we can dive into here. I'm going to do another video so we can get into something. And one thing I wanted to also show you before we end this video, and I forgot to do it on the home page, I always check the pixels. So if you have your Facebook pixel on here, using the Facebook pixel helper in Chrome, you should be able to check pixels. So one of the first things that I notice is this pixel counts kept going up and up and up, and I had no idea. I was like, why is there 14 different pixels on this homepage? So what I started finding, and I don't know, I can see that they're testing a lot of different. They're trying to gather a lot of different information. Time on page, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. And you can see that it's still loading more and more. I think there was up to like 38 pixels, but these pixels are not firing. They're not working right now. Okay, so if they're trying to get that data, and that's fine, but you got to make sure that your pixels are firing. So whatever custom conversion pixel you may have on your pages, on your offer page, make sure that the pixels are working. And this, you can see that it's still kind of going up. These are not working right now. So whatever data they're trying to get back, and people they're trying to capture into an audience is not happening. When I come onto the product page, again, there's another pixel here that has no, the page view is not working. Now there's some more down here that are working, but I don't know if this is an ad account that they're using or it's not using, may or may not be. But it's a good lesson for you too, that check your pixels. You should be checking them all the time, making sure that they're working, because it's technical stuff, guys. Stuff happens with Facebook all the time. It's not even your fault. With websites, things happen. This is a technical world that we're living in, so you always got to make sure that that's one of your daily routines, is to make sure that your pixels are firing. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this. And hey, if anybody out there from Ellen ever watches this video, you can always contact us. We manage a lot of celebrities, and we can help you with conversions. LaunchCart, Ecom Mentor Monthly, that's affiliated with LaunchCart. This is what we do, and so we love to help you, and we love to help celebrities too. All right, guys, so I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.